I've appointed you sole heir to my estate, which you may come into sooner rather than later.
Why? It's been 6 years since our last meeting.
I have my reasons.
Which are what?
My reasons? I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not saying.
Wes Anderson's trademark's obviously the really quirky and surreal. When you're filming these scenes, can you ever visualise how it's going to turn out, or do you just have to happily trust the process?
He has a way in which he presents it to you. He makes an animatic, which is a very simplified version of an animated version of the film, really. It's sort of a series of storyboards. It's amazing. I've actually never seen a storyboard, and then suddenly to be presented with this, it was great because we had a blueprint, or in this case a black and white animated print, of what we were doing the next day. We knew what the shots were going to be, and we knew the pacing of what we were doing.
I've never seen anything like that. It's a full-blown feature-length animation of the whole film, shot by shot, frame by frame of what we're going to do.
Fantastic.
And he does the voices of all the characters as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So you've got a bit of a hint as to what you're going to be doing.
He sent me the first 20 pages, and I went like, wow, this is amazing. Then the next 20 pages, and he's like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then he sent me the next 20 pages, and I go like,
It's all this guy.
It's going to get complicated.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of talking. And that's one thing we talked about is, you're going to be doing a lot of talking. Is that okay? And I said, well, as long as I can practice, But it's a gift, to have a chance to have a part like this it's a gift.
Could you imagine falling in love with a man like me, by the way, hypothetically?
You're drunk on 3 beers.
Speaking of speaking, there's so much to love about your character, but the accent it made me laugh the whole way through. It's fantastic. It's borders on ridiculous, but pulls it right before it. You really nailed it. And my question is, how?
Well, yeah, that was the target, I think, right up until ridiculous. And I think Wes was definitely aware that there were a lot of ways it could go wrong, and then I was trying to get these glasses and the hair was blonde, and Wes was like, wait, not put too many things into this guy. I haven't heard any Norwegians' reactions to it yet.
Why are you shooting my ceiling?
This is a robbery on behalf of...
I understand that. I'm asking about my ceiling. You idiots are destroying a magnificent nightclub.
What was the most challenging sequence or scene to film?
I had to shoot a gun, so that was
yes.
stressful.
Destroy a nightclub.
Yeah, so I had to do probably between 3 and 5 years of weapons training.
It comes across.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that was stressful. So that, and also speaking. I think whenever I had to speak and do another thing, I find that difficult because my wife said she said, when I'm in a film, I generally look like a competition winner. So I have to, try and engage.
As Wes Anderson does so well, he pulls together an unbelievable ensemble cast. It just keeps coming. Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston, you guys, of course, Scarlett Johansson. What's it like when you get a group like that together on set?
We kind of had this rotating wheel of people coming through as we were like the core unit staying put. But it makes it feel like almost like a new movie every week. A new team, a new chapter,
Yes.
a new situation.
It's a shock of energy. Every new cameo. Yeah. It's just exciting, and it's always different.
We all had such a giggle together. We had so much fun. And we did have dinners together every night. It was wonderful. And lunch club in the middle of the day.
It's a big part of it is that Wes has these dinners every night, so everyone eats together at the hotel afterwards. And so you do get that collegiate kind of atmosphere.
Summer camp.
Yeah, summer camp,
Yeah.
exactly. Summer camp with Tom Hanks, basically.
Yeah, it's a
and he just
brilliant
kicks
camp to
back
go
and he starts
to.
telling you stories about,
Filming
films he's
Saving
done.
Private Ryan.
Exactly.
Call it.
Heads.
Heads.
Benicio in the film is constantly doling out quite questionable advice and guidance to Liesl about the job. What's the best advice about your job that you've ever been given?
Do it better.
Do it better.
It's always
That was my advice.
Yeah. And Richard gave me
Yeah.
that advice.
I had an
on
earpiece
set.
fitted into Riz's, ear during the shoot, and occasionally I just go, Riz, better.
Was that
And
helpful to you
Every
during?
time I hear him tut, I knew I should
Yeah.
just pivot. my creative choice.
It did help. Sometimes just a groan is enough to nudge it into a better direction.
Jar Jar in the film finds himself facing his mortality and has just one big thing he wants to do before he possibly dies. If you find yourself, God forbid, in the same shoes, what would be the one thing that you'd have to get done?
So there's a possibility I might not die.
Good point.
Okay.
You've lawyered your way out of that really well.
Ask for a third interview with you, if we could. Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm going to just do a little lap and I'll...
energy. Yeah.
Come back in.
I don't know. I think it's do the same thing I'm doing today. You know, I guess talking to you.
I'm the last thing on your list. I love that.
Maybe the second to last.
Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate
yes.
it.
I think we are all dying, so I guess we ought to be factoring that in any case.
True. We're 1 minute closer every minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Probably go skydive or something.
you just think about it, sit in it for the rest of the
We're very
day.
existential now, actually.
We were facing it.
we were.
We were really
Pondering
facing
it already.
I recognize this assassin.
Calm down.
Suicide pedal.
Where's my father? Take this miserable sinner into the comfort of it.